Jesse, always a great pleasure to see you.
You too. Thanks, Greg. Yeah.
And in this movie, hey, wow, Lex Luther, a whole different kind of guy.
Yes, yes, yes. As long as your audience is not furious for him trying to destroy your city.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but he did his best. You know,
Yes,
trying to do it in Detroit.
Yes, actually, so Detroit is a stand-in for Metropolis in this movie,
Yes.
and Gotham, and it was great filming there because it can kind of like it seemed to have like a lot of character, you know, because Detroit has like the most beautiful architecture in the country, and we were able to shoot at some of these amazing buildings. And my character is actually trying to protect Metropolis from the Superman threat.
Right, because that's just it. He's got it out there where, like we made the joke with everybody else, Superman, the most, you know, squeaky clean guy ever.
That's right.
But you've got people kind of convinced that
Yes.
he's not right.
Exactly. I mean, my goal in the movie, both as an actor and as the character, is like to try to put doubt in the audience's mind of Superman's infallibility. I mean, and you saw at the end of The Man of Steel, the movie that precedes this movie, Superman destroys Metropolis because he's in a fight. And my character looks at that and says, you know, this is like having a nuclear weapon on the loose. It's too dangerous.
Right, and that is something, yeah, every time you see something like that at the end of a movie, there will be somebody going, well, who's going to pay for this?
Yes.
Somebody said, I just saved everybody.
That's when I'm watching a movie, that's the first thing I'm thinking of, because if I have like a leaky pipe in the house, it puts me out for a week. And so when you see like buildings destroyed, you think, this is horrible.
Right.
Yeah.
But Lex Luthor has always been this creative, villainous genius, you know, since the beginning of time.
Right.
Now, your guy even starts out a little different, because we're used to seeing him out just say bald.
Yeah.
But he's got, you know,
he's got a nice head of red hair. In fact, the original comic books presented Lex Luthor as somebody with long red hair.
Oh, wow.
And then according to Wikipedia, my source for high school and now, is that there was like an inking accident, and so that he became bald. So when I was reading the script, I thought it'd be interesting to kind of introduce the character like that, because I thought it would reference something for the fans would know.
Right. Because I think it was even something, like you said, in the original, where when it happened, he either blamed Superman or Superboy or Clark Kent
for making him bald. Yeah, exactly.
And you're thinking, now, God, that's a great fashion statement.
Yes, exactly. He was 50 years ahead of his time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But like I said, no, your guy, he draws the fear and different things when you're watching him, you know, because it's kind of like, of course, he can't beat up Superman or Batman, but he's got both of them kind of like, you know, by the neck.
Yeah, I think he looks at them and says, these are the two kind of strongest guys in the world, and if I could get them to fight each other, then I'd be the most powerful.
Right,
yeah.
Right. Well, I said, fun journey, and like you said, you know, shooting it in Detroit. What were some of the things you got to do when you were there, and some of the fun places you got to go to?
Well, I've actually like filmed like 2 movies in Grand Rapids, and then this movie in Detroit. Although this movie accounted for about 7 years of filming because it took so long to film.
Right.
And it was so great to film in Detroit. I'm a Pistons fan. I'm friends with Andre Drummond, so I got to hang out with him, see them play, and then it was amazing to see like the architecture in this city that is, I think, you know, obviously coming back now and getting really strong. But to see some of those buildings like abandoned, it's just shocking because I live in New York City, where if there's any nice building there, it's overfilled, and so it was interesting to see this beautiful architecture finally kind of being revitalized.
Yeah. Well, we look forward to having you back there again.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot.
We'll take you and get you a Shinola watch.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes, Shinola. They let me ride a bicycle around town for a few hours.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Those are some great bikes. The bikes
Very
cost more than my car, but
I
yeah,
know. I returned it at the end of the day with no scratches.